I mainly came tonight because I seldom get a chance to wear my Christmas tie. So I was thrilled to find the little bit in the Advocate directly. Directory. Yeah, the Gossips and Poets weren't in the Coffee News this month, so I had to rely.
Not in the Coffee News.
No.
Oh, I'll have to look into that. Thank you, right?
And I came mainly to thank everyone for making me welcome at the first meeting I attended last month. It was quite remarkable how shining and friendly the faces were. And the poetry was terrific. I came to say thank you very much.
Well, it's good to see you back in here.
Good on you.
I've got a bit of doggerel here that I found in a supermarket, and because Christmas is a kid's time, isn't it, really?
Absolutely.
This is probably something that's been trotted out too many times, but it's an Aussie night before Christmas, as opposed to the old poem, The Night Before Christmas, The Night Before Christmas. I've got two copies of the book here. I don't know whether either of them are worth auctioning, but I'll read from one and I'll let you have a look at the pictures in the other, because if you're like me, it's the pictures that make me laugh. Anyway, if you want to have a look at that, do I hand it around? 'Twas the night before Christmas. I better put on my glasses. That's not part of the poem. It'll make more sense if I put the right words in. 'Twas the night before Christmas. There wasn't a sound. Not a possum was stirring. No one was around. We left on the table some tucker and beer, hoping that Santa Claus soon would be here. We children were snuggled up safe in our beds while dreams of Pavlova danced round in our heads. And Mum in her nightie and Dad in his shorts had just settled down to watch TV sports. When outside the house a mad ruckus rose. Loud squeaking and banging woke us up from our doze. We ran to the screen door, peeked cautiously out, snuck onto the deck, and then let out a shout. Guess what had woken us up from our snooze but a rusty old ute pulled by 8 mighty roos. The cheerful man driving was giggling with glee, and we both knew at once who this plump bloke must be. Now I'm telling the truth, it's all dinky-die. Those 8 kangaroos fairly soared through the sky. Santa leaned out the window to pull on the reins and encouraged the roos by calling their names. Now Kylie, now Kirsty, now Shazza, now Shane, on Kipper, on Skipper, on Bazza, on Wayne. Park up on the water tank, grab a quick drink, I'll scoot down the gum tree, I'll be back in a wink. So up to the tank, the 8 kangaroos flew, with the ute full of toys and Santa Claus too. He slid down the gum tree and jumped to the ground, then in through the window he sprang with a bound. He had bright sunburnt cheeks and a milky white beard. A jolly old joker was how he appeared. He wore red stubby shorts and old thongs on his feet, and a hat of deep crimson as shade from the heat. His eyes twinkled as bright as opals. His eyes bright as opals, oh how they twinkled, and like a goanna his skin was quite wrinkled. His shirt was stretched over a round bulging belly, which shook when he moved like a plate full of jelly. A fat sack of prezzies he flung from his back, and he looked like a swaggy unfastening his pack. He spoke not a word, but bent down on one knee to position our goodies beneath the Yule tree. Surfboard and football shapes for us two, for Dad tongs to use on the new barbecue. A mysterious package he left for our mum, then he turned round and winked and held up his thumb. He strolled on the deck and the roos came on cue, flung his sack in the back and prepared to shoot through. He bellowed out loud as they swooped past the gates. Merry Christmas to all, and good on you, mates.